Hello, students in Environmental Science at CCC Online. This is Dr. Maggie Gaddis, your instructor. I'm going to take you on a tour of the course, get you started. So when you log in, I'm still in instructor mode. No, I am in student mode here. So this should look more or less exactly how it looks to you. When you log in, you see the announcements. Scroll down to see what's new. Sometimes there might be two new announcements. Right now there are two announcements. So this is where I keep you posted and engaged about our progress. I make announcements at the beginning of the module which repeat the schedule information, and I also have lots of fun videos here that are just extensions of our learning and ways that our learning is connected to our everyday life. So this that we're looking at right now is called the course home on the main navigation bar. Okay, the first thing to go to is this system check here. More tools, system check. Make sure your computer is operating in a way that functions with the D2L platform, the online classroom in which we are working. Okay, so now let's look at content. So when you click on content, this bar on the left is basically the entire course. So you can move through it sequentially. Start at the beginning where it says start here. Okay. This gives you information about how to get started. Realize that if you don't read the course, you won't know what's going on. So the very first thing you should do is go through every single click through every single page, and see what it's all about. So we could click in here. Now notice over here there's these arrows. So it will just take you through the pages sequentially like it was a book if you keep clicking on these arrows. And see, they're opening as other tabs here, so I'm just going back to the first tab, and watch the video, etc., etc. Okay, then you can go use this toolbar right here to track back to certain places. So after you get through the Start Here menu, go through the syllabus. This is important course information about what we will be doing and what the expectations are. Okay. The course schedule is extremely important, and after the first few days, will move that up to the very first position in this mailbox. So this is what I'll repeat at the beginning of each module. Roughly every 3 weeks, I will put one of these blocks into the announcements. But this page right here, you should print it out. And when in doubt, follow this. There might be some mistake that you encounter in the course, and I will always defer to this schedule. And if there's anything that is discrepant, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. Don't worry, you don't have to be defensive or try to defend yourself. I make mistakes. I'm a human being. Okay, so here, Pearson MyLabs eText. This is where your textbook is, and this is where you'll find the quizzes, okay? So you go into the textbook here, start with the first link, of course, direct integration course start, okay? And this is explaining to you where we are currently, okay? So we go in here and we have our mastering course home. This is where you will work on your assignments, okay? They will open tonight at midnight, and tomorrow is the first day of class. And so you'll be able to see those, and once we pass a deadline, a whole new set, a new module's worth of quizzes will be there. So what should you take away from this conversation? The quizzes are written through the textbook, right? Don't ask Google too many questions. Spend time reading the textbook. That's how you will be given the proper information to succeed in the exams, okay? And they're just simple quizzes. Okay, here's all our lab kit information, okay? You'll have the lab kit shipped to you in a couple of weeks, but the first few labs can be accomplished without a lab kit. So do not delay. Look at the schedule and submit your first and second labs. Don't worry about not having a lab kit yet, okay? And these documents here are the actual labs, all right? When we go back here, lab manuals, Right. There are two kinds of documents here. Right here, the ones that say EXP, that's the experimental procedures. And then right here, the RPT documents, that's a template of the document that you will submit. So you'll need to find both of those documents when you're looking for the lab manual and information. All right, now as we go on, you will see Module 1. And again, I urge you to read the course like it is a live book, a live document. Because if you just go through the main navigation bar up here, you'll miss important information about how the assignments link together. Okay? So, at the beginning of the module, read the introduction and carry on through the pages by using these arrows. Okay? And when you follow the course with this kind of sequence, when you come to a Dropbox, it will appear here, okay? If at any time you want to print something out, you could do that. All right, and here's our discussions. Notice they're also up here. There is always a discussion open. This end date is not your due date. You need to follow the schedule instructions for the proper due dates. There are 2 due dates per semester, per discussion, and you need to participate at least 5 times in each discussion. You need to write 5 reply posts and write 1 initial post, and that is described in the rubric. But before we get to the content-oriented discussions, please come in here and introduce yourself. Okay? Click on the introductions of your peers, reply to each other, get to know each other. Okay? Now, I'll show you the rubric in a few minutes, but for right now, let's go back to here. Using the thread takes you back into the format of the table of contents here, okay? But using the nav bar just takes you back to that part of the course, like the discussion part. Okay, so let's go into here. So the first content discussion will occur in the second week of the course. And this rubric is right here in live form, okay? Follow the rubric. This is how I grade. This is your checklist, okay? You need to make an original post that meets the demands of the discussion instructions. You need to make 5 reply posts, okay? You need to participate at least on 2 different days, okay? So that means every time you come in, you should make 3 posts about. And you need to be respectful. You need to sign your name, please, so we can get to know you personally, and realize that this is our classroom. This is how we engage. The things you bring up in discussion are the things that I offer videos about or write comments about. When you're in the discussion, if you want to catch up on everything I've written in terms of content for a lecture, just press Control Find and then search for my last name. And that should pull up all the posts that I've made, and then you can see how I've responded to all of the students. And I try to make comments that support everybody and extend our learning. And I have made over 100 videos, and I don't have all of them in the class right now, so it helps me to link you to materials I've already made in the class. Okay, so we can go back to Module 1 here. Following my recommendation, you pass through these pages according to where you are in the reading. And then when you come back the next time and you log in, it should appear to be on the same page that you left off on, okay? And if at any time you want to take something to go, you could download it and print it. All right, now after you get started, say you've been working on your lab report, you could use the main navigation bar to access these drop boxes for your lab work. You could go here for the discussions. Okay, discussions. There are no quizzes in the quiz link because the quizzes, if you recall, are in the textbook. Okay, So you go over here, e-text, and then you are using these links to access your quizzes. Okay? There's your mastering course, and your assignments are here. They will open tomorrow on the first day of class. Alright, I hope that was helpful. 10 minutes. Let me know if you have any questions. And so I know that you watched this video, please leave a comment in the comment section on YouTube. Thanks.